So now we have Compass Go's top 10 tips in 10 minutes. So tip number 1 is be there. So making sure that you are available to the children and young people that you work with so they can come and they can speak to you. And checking in with them outside of those set times, so when you pass them in the corridor or in the lunch hall. And if they don't come and see you, seeking them out, go and finding them and having those check-ins. Letting them know that there is always somebody there available to speak to. And also ensuring that you're giving them other options. So if you're not available, who else can they go and speak to? So tip number 2 is listen. So giving that child, that young person, the opportunity to tell you how they feel and using your active listening skills to show them that you care, show them that you're interested. So being patient and never appearing that you rush, you don't have the time to speak to them. And when a young person is speaking to you about how they feel or any concerns they have, making sure that you validate those concerns and reassure them. Obviously, you have to think about the environment and when and where is the best place for you to do that for that young person. Tip number 3, communicate. So when you are communicating with a young person, ensuring that you're calm, you're non-judgmental and you're respectful. Being really mindful about the language that you use, so avoiding labelling or flippant remarks, as these can really negatively impact a child or young person. Tip number 4 is question. So this is when you need to be a little bit of a detective and use open questions to look beyond the actual presentation, really finding out how things are for that child or young person and asking those follow-up, clarifying questions whenever needed to help you do that. And it's all about having that confidence to ask those really difficult questions sometimes. Tip number 5 is qualities, reminding the child or young person of their positive qualities, the skills, promoting their abilities, what they're good at, and making sure you're really specific when you're pointing these things out, so avoiding those generic throwaway comments because they don't seem very genuine. It's all about helping to build that child's self-esteem, conserving those good areas of resilience and encouraging them to do things that bring them joy and give them the opportunity to succeed. Tip number 6 is options. So giving the child or young person choice over what happens next and where they can receive more support from. Making sure you're aware of what that support would look like so that you're able to explain the benefits of each agency or each referral to the young person so they can make those really positive, informed choices. However, be mindful that in terms of child protection, there may be times when we have to override a young person's choice. Tip number 7 is normalise, so educating and normalising wherever possible so that the child or young person really understands their thoughts, feelings and behaviours. So for example, normalising in terms of anxiety, explaining that physical nature in terms of the fight, flight or freeze response. Because quite often it's that misinterpretation around the physical sensations which leads to the distress. So tip number 8 is targets. Setting SMART, so specific, measurable, achievable, realistic and time-based targets and goals for young people, and encouraging positive behaviour change through the use of rewards and praises. And ensuring that you're not taking the rewards away as a punishment, so trying to keep the two very separate and conserving those good areas for the young person. Tip number 9 is self-help, so encouraging the child or young person to take care of themselves, promoting things like sleep, good diet, exercise, encouraging the young person to engage in activities which are pleasurable to them, making the most of the leisure time. You can also direct them to the 5 Ways to Wellbeing, which is really good resources. And there are also lots of self-help resources and books online. The Compass Go website has lots of self-help videos and webinars, and also promoting things within your classrooms such as mindfulness, relaxation and controlled breathing. Our final tip number 10, is reflect. So taking that time to continuously reflect and making sure that you're always aware of your own emotions, your feelings, your background, and how this could impact upon your work. If you do find yourself getting angry or upset, we're all only human. It's ensuring that you're taking that time to step back, because it could really alter your perception and your response. And recognising when the need is to enlist help of others, and doing this in a timely manner.